Fall. It means there's a crisp chill in the air. It's time to gather wood for the season's first fire, and the leaves are piling up outside. But along the coast of South Carolina, fall is kind of like summer, only cooler. Fires are simply for roasting oysters, and the only raking you might do is in a sand trap of one of our many challenging golf courses. Tap now to discover the joys of fall on the coast of South Carolina, or visit fallinsc.com.
Baseball today on Strikeout Beer.
You gotta watch that thing.
Wheelchair guy.
He's always there.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 268. With your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
Rapid Dave.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine?
Yeah.
I mean, we got neck brace guy over here already. We got a little baseball going on.
Yeah, got the Rangers batting on right now.
Where's Garcia at? I don't see him in the lineup.
Shut up.
What?
So you got Simeon leading off, Seager, Carter, Garver, Young. I don't know the rest. Bunch
Baseball
of spares.
player.
Yeah. Anyways.
Goldilocks.
They could do it tonight. They could seal the deal. Oh, we got a UK. They got some Wildcats in the fan. I wonder if they're up towards Kentucky. That was crazy.
That's wrestling.
Oh, they
baseball.
are in Louisville. They're in Louisville, Kentucky.
There we go.
It's wrestling.
I'm making sure. We were just talking baseball,
Listen,
and you're talking about UK stuff, wondering if they're in Kentucky.
If this is Louisville, if this is in Louisville, you're going to see, half the people in UK, half the people in Louisville, and then you're going to have there's an Air Force base out that way or whatever. So you're going to see some interesting people, that's for sure. So, anyways, what we're having tonight, folks.
Crazy thing is everyone there at that event is related.
I mean, I'm not saying that's impossible. I'm just saying it's improbable.
I'm just saying it's Kentucky.
Not probable.
So,
we are
highly possible.
Founders Brewing Scotch Ale. This is Dirty Bastard.
Dirty
Rich
bastard.
caramel notes with malty sweetness. When the classics never go out of style and the new legends arise.
Okay, I was like, did we grab a bottle opener?
Yep, 50 IBUs, 8.5% alcohol by volume. Jay says Narrows is in the house. What up?
What up, Jay?
People come around and hang out just for the loading screen, and then once it unloads, they're like, oh, shit, I'm out.
Well, once they see it's us still, they're like, oh, F this.
Pretty much.
I'm out.
Pretty much. All right. Got my Stars glass.
Smells
on.
good.
Is it? Now, I don't like Scotch ales all that much, but I saw it, and I was like, you know what? We haven't had like a nationwide beer in a little while. National. Oh, nice pour, buddy.
Woo!
Doing the Lord's work. Is it potent?
It's got a little something to it.
That's why I don't like drinking Scotch ales.
The Rangers have outscored the D-backs 13-0 in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Innings 1 through 3. Yeah,
Rangers bring it home tonight. All right.
Oh, boy. I'm hoping so.
We'll see. After the last game, the Star Telegram already talked about planning the parade.
Oh, God.
So,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Last time they did that, Cruz forgot how to catch a pop fly.
And you know what? Someone asked me about that last night. I was having some casual conversations with some Ranger fans, and they were like,
just keeping it cash.
Blah, blah, blah. Last time I was like, well, it wasn't Cruz that messed up. It was Moonroof.
For leaving Cruz in.
He's not a defensive player. He's there because he's got a sweet swing, and he used to crush the ball.
Right.
And then
but once you get the lead late in the game, you pull him out and you throw your defensive player out.
You had
there.
David Freese about to come up and crush one. You're like, what's he even doing out there, bro?
So Billy Joe, I'm at the airport and there's a woman completely passed out on the baggage carousel. She's slowly coming around now.
That's good. All right, let's give it a little touch.
Cheers, mazel, mazel, good things.
Cheers to everybody out there. Yeah, that's got a little bit of a
little
kick
something
to it.
I can feel the hairs on my chest growing.
God.
Pot
fly.
It's bottled on 9/21/23.
Okay.
8.5% alcohol by volume and 50 IBUs.
This beer finished second. I'm going to tell you, the beer. I already told you what up, but let me
second and what.
So I went to Total Wine today and went looking. I mean, I stayed there, perused the aisle. My son's even like, damn, there's a lot of, when did they start making all these crazy ass looking beers? I go, well, it's all tastes like beer. It's just can art. And he's like, really? I go, yeah. And he goes, man, I was like, we've been doing the show for like 5 years, buddy.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I know. I thought everybody just drank Bud Light, Miller Light, or whatever. I go,
when have you seen us drink those on the show?
well, that's the thing. He's always like, hey, what are y'all up to? But he knows that's what I keep Miller Light in the fridge. Hey, Miller Light and White Claws, baby. And so.
In the one fridge, but not in the other fridge.
Yeah, the other fridge, yeah. I told him, stay away from that other beer. Yeah. You're not allowed to drink it. And he got into one of my, I think Mike's hard lemonades or something like that. Or
he just tore into his ass.
I go, damn it, Tyler. I go, all that stuff is being saved for late night beer reviews and clear the fridge. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. Can I drink this one? I go, yeah, just drink it. You're saving me from myself anyways. Right. And if you don't know, Monday we stayed up. We had some beers. Those reviews will come out tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, we're going to space them out a little bit because we did do a couple beer reviews before the show tonight. And, we went hard early. And then we had some clear the fridge episodes and things like that. It was kind of nice.
We didn't start till like 10 o'clock because we wait till after the World Series game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just going to have a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, that's all I told Lizzie I had.
And then you look at the cans the next morning and there's like 8 cans on the desk. You're like, what the happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of a blur.
Mondays.
Now, have you been watching any of the World Series?
Listening to most of it.
Listening
to it. I've been working out in the car driving.
What do they have it on? What channel down here?
105.3. Yeah,
okay.
105.3.
That's where I actually have to catch a lot of the games when I was, throughout the season because I don't have Bally's. That's one of the things. Like, I don't have Bally's. I think I'm going to pony up the dough here pretty soon, or have you, because you can probably get it for cheaper with your subscription. I'll just pay you the money. You know what I mean? For DirecTV. And I was like, man, I need something. I was like, but I was like, listening to the radio is really cool, but I like to watch it as well. Like, you pick up a lot more. You can see some cool plays. It can only describe it so much, but right. I do miss the listening to it on the radio and just, a big play, the crowd noise in the background.
Yeah, Corby was talking about it. I was listening to the ticket on my way over, and he was talking about, his love for the team and where it kind of built, and it built when he was a kid, and during the summers, he'd have his friends over because he had a pool and stuff, and his dad always had the Rangers game on. So anytime they were out there in the yard, they were listening to the Rangers game. But back then, this is the old Texas Stadium, right?
It was a couple bucks to get in.
Where a fifth inning, you got them for free.
No shit.
If you wait till the fifth inning, they let you in for free. So you'd get to see the last 4 innings for free because no one went to that old stadium, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, it was hot.
Because it's like 100 degrees outside and it's all and you had to sit up in the bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all bleacher seats, and they'd be sitting there swimming, and his dad would be like, "Hey, who wants to go to the Rangers game?" And he's like, my dad would just pile everyone he could fit in the car, and we'd go to the game and.
That's a lot of fun if you think about it, because it's not hurting anything by letting them in, because then you might actually get some more concession sales, right?
Right.
And
you're gonna get parking spot sale, right? Mm-hmm. Someone's got to pay for parking. You got to pay for drinks, food, things like that. Although back then, people used to always bring in their food a lot more, right?
Now you can bring food. Oh, what did we miss here? Oh, the end of the inning. Yeah, I saw them trotting around the bases. I was like, here we go. But yeah, people bring in snacks, water. I think you can bring in water, and you can bring in like
hot dogs. And I remember going to you
can bring all that shit in?
Oh, yeah. We used to bring hot dogs in all the time.
Oh, my goodness.
I'd go with we always had the church I went to. We'd go like once a month to the Rangers game.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have the church night. And, yeah, there was always someone who had a cooler filled with hot dogs wrapped in tin foil.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like hot dogs.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
I mean, it's such a great snack.
It's so good.
So with hot dogs, though, I already know the answer. But for folks that are not that are new to the show, if you're listening for the first time, how do you take your hot dog, buddy?
On a bun?
On a bun.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
I'll sprinkle some shredded cheese on it. Get some cheese action going.
So you'll put some cheese on there?
Oh yeah.
So you'll put cheese, but no chili.
No.
Okay, so not chili and cheese, not
just
any,
cheese. Yeah.
No condiments or anything like that.
No ketchup.
Meat,
no mustard.
cheese, bun.
Yeah,
till you die.
Yeah, which will be soon, probably.
In an unrelated non-hot dog accident.
Yeah. I mean, it might be related to a hot dog. Who knows?
We still haven't played how many hot dogs can you fit in your mouth, and I think that needs to be a. If we want to bring back the wheel for like just quick little side bets and stuff like that, we put how many max out your mouth with hot dogs on the show and, have fun with it.
Are we talking like hot dogs with buns or just hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Okay.
How many wieners can you fit in your mouth? One of those games. No, I'm not asking because I don't want to. I don't want to know the answer until something like that happens.
But until you want to know the answer.
Yeah, until I want to know. How many can you fit in there? Now on Twitter, X as they know it now, there's a lot of chicks on there that try this on the reg, and so
Jay, I'm excited for that. I bet Alan could fit at least 10.
He's got a big mouth.
That's a lot of dogs.
He's got a big mouth.
Depends on what type of dogs we're getting though, too, right?
We're gonna do standard. If you want some extra length, we'll do bun length or something like that.
Right,
so
but like you've got
dogs.
your ballpark ones are a little bit thicker than like your Nathan's.
Yeah.
Your Nathan's hot dogs aren't as thick.
Mm-hmm.
But they're better tasting.
Some wieners are thicker than others.
Yeah, some are thick, a little bit more girth to them.
Some of them are longer than others.
Longer, skinnier. It just depends on how they're all prepared differently, though.
I'm telling you, it's fine. But everybody loves a hot dog, as far as I know. Even the ones that don't like hot dogs, they go get stuff that looks like hot dogs and hot dog imitations. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Jay said nothing wrong with a little extra length. His girlfriend told me that so many times. It's ridiculous.
Wouldn't kill you.
Slaps in the house. A robber threw his coffee into my face and took off with my money. I was a victim of a mugging. It's be a latte to deal with.
It's been a latte to deal with. Oh my God. With Slap and he got old Billy Joe in here. The dad jokes, they just don't ever stop.
No.
And we used to have a book around here somewhere. I think we finally was like, all right, we're done here.
You told me to take it home.
Yeah,
you
we
said
had
I'm
too
done
much
with this
shit in this house.
And get it out of here.
I got too much crap here. And then finally we're downsizing, but I'm like, now I got to move more shit out of there because, the father-in-law is going to be moving in next month, so I got to start getting shit out of there.
I thought that happened today.
1 more month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into November, so he'll be over here by then. I was trying to make it to hell, just make it to the end of the year. Give me just a little bit extra time.
Can I just make it through this year?
Yeah. Oh, God. And I got a garage. I can throw all this shit. I think it's once I get the Halloween crap back up in the attic, then I'll be able to go through and start going through some of those boxes because I've been giving away a lot of camping supplies and other shit like that I just don't use anymore.
Okay.
And it's already been sitting there for so long. I'm like, okay, well, if we ever go camping again, I'll just buy new shit. So when the hell have you, did you put up any Halloween decorations?
Yeah. We got a bunch of inflatables out front. We got some little window clings on the front door.
Okay.
Some other hang up things. We have a little graveyard set up with some tombstones and some bones, some skeletons and stuff hanging out.
Nice.
Got the backyard and the back on the back of the fence where our driveway is. We got a inflatable ghost out there. So
nice.
Safe.
What so when does all that shit come down?
It'll probably come down this weekend. It'll come down this weekend. It'll be replaced with turkeys. We have turkeys.
Okay.
Inflatable turkeys that we'll put up for the rest of this month. Mm-hmm. Through Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving, the missus always starts putting out the Christmas stuff. But we've got 2 inflatable turkeys. One just a regular turkey that will go out front, and in the back behind the house by the driveway, we have a turkey and football gear.
Okay,
that will go up.
Nice.
Billy Joe, a police officer came to my house and asked me where I was between 5 and 6. He seemed irritated when I answered kindergarten. He's 5, 6 years old. Just in case you didn't get it.
And this week's dad joke is brought to you by JB Carts. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram and at jbcarts.com.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, so trick-or-treating last night. You get it knocked out? Y'all go, or do y'all stay at home?
Yeah, I took the kiddo out. Me and the youngest one, we went out trick-or-treating. We got a late start. I don't think we got out till almost 7:30.
It is a late start.
It was a real late start.
Yeah.
Didn't come down with as much candy as normal, but the kid was happy. We only walked around for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And about 30 minutes in, she was like, Dad, I'm ready to go home. Yeah. And I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Jay, how early is too early for Christmas decorations?
Anything before 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving night.
Yeah. I mean, just don't do it before Thanksgiving. We start the day after. I will on occasion, depending on the weather forecast, I'll set up the lights on the house, but they won't turn on. I'll turn them on once just to test them to make sure that they all work. And then they won't go back on again until the day after Thanksgiving. Because sometimes a couple of years ago, the forecast was all rain and ice and all that. And then we had a couple nice Saturdays. So I was like, let me do it now. Because if I wait, it's not going to get done.
I thought about that. I think when you brought this up a couple of years ago, I was like, damn, there's some nights or some of those years, I'm like, what was I doing? You know what I mean? It's like the wind's blowing like 30, 40 degrees. I'm getting up on the roof, or it's fucking raining or something like that. And it really did suck. So, all right. So I guess you left Liz at home and she handed out candy?
Yeah, she stayed at home. She said probably had like 5 or 6 kids come by, not a lot.
Okay.
They weren't kids from the neighborhood because we don't have any kids in our neighborhood, so I don't know where they came from. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we always have a few kids that kind of come by. She chilled at the house. And then when we got back, the house that's behind us, we have the 2 houses behind us that always go all out with their decorations. And one of them, they always have a whole bunch of stuff in their backyard. Almost kind of like not really a haunted house because there's no one back there scaring you, but just a whole bunch of animatronics and inflatables. It's always set up really cool back there. Mm-hmm. They have a couple sheds back there that they'll set up scenes in and stuff. And we always look forward to going out there on Christmas, on Halloween. Well, they didn't have it open this year because of all the rain. Oh, and their backyard was just...
It was so stinking.
Like, we got there, we're like, all right. We started heading back. They're like, backyard's not open this year, guys. We're like, what? They're like, yeah, all the rain that we've had, because we had rain for over a week straight. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like 7-8 days straight, I feel like, that we had rain every single day. Mm-hmm. And they're like, our backyard just kind of flooded out, and it's
a mess.
It's a mess. I was like, all right, I understand.
It happens, man.
It's all good.
It happens. Yeah, no, we had a blast handing out candy, sitting around, just had the fire outside, and had some people over, and we just sat there and had some beers and enjoyed ourselves this beautiful night, And it didn't get going as early as it usually does, which I thought would be the opposite. I figured they'd get here early, and then because it'd get colder, but there was less people participating. These neighbors over here, they had like 10 parents come over with like 30 effing kids, and then so what they do, walked out and just left, and then just left their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one stayed behind to hand out candy.
There was a lot of people I saw this year.
Like bonkers.
A lot more than normal that just had the bowl on a table.
Here and here. And but he was watching, though. He's an old dude and old woman. She put the bowl out there and it was on a stepladder or whatever, and then people walking up, and he's like, knocking on the window. He goes, whatever. Someone grabbed one. He goes, no, you can have another one, whatever. But, yeah, they weren't coming out. And then I don't know where the hell they were.
Yeah. But there was a lot of people this year that we saw that had that situation going on. But there was a ton of people out still.
It's good to see everybody. A lot of great costumes too.
There was a lot of really cool costumes. Yeah, I saw a lot of really cool ones.
Bro, so this chick comes walking down the street. She's with a gentleman, and the gentleman's carrying a baby, and she's dressed as Velma from Scooby-Doo. Her skirt stopped about right there.
Nice.
And I was like...
As it should.
And I was like, huh. I was like, she kept closer or whatever, had some big old high heels on and stuff. I'm like, this is interesting. Then I realized the guy's a little bit older. I go, huh. So either that's your daughter and, she's and already had a kid spit up, but it doesn't look like she's had a kid yet.
Or you outkicked your coverage.
Or, now, like all of a sudden, you're Sugar Daddy McGee over here, and you got yourself, she couldn't have been more than 23 or something like that. I was like, holy shit. And I look at Tyler, and I go, holy shit. He goes, I know, right? And he was like, and then we had, teenagers and shit come through here. A lot of cool costumes and things like that. And then towards the end of the night, we were just dumping candy off. We still have 2 bags left. Yeah, almost 3. Yeah.
Do you have a candy count? Because you normally have a candy count for me.
Like, you mean how many trick-or-treaters?
Yeah.
He didn't keep track, but he started just kind of guesstimating. They were well over 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason's in the house. What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason? What's going on?
We're drinking Founders Little Bastard.
Little Bastard. No, Dirty Bastard.
Dirty Bastard.
Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Gave him a Superman flying punch.
Yeah, he did.
But then there was like...
you hate to see Tommy Fan come up with 2 guys on.
I hate it. I'd beam him right here. I'd hit his ass and just say, F it. I'd deal with the consequences. Yeah, I just plug him. Or you just intentionally walk him. You don't even have to hit him at this point. Oof. But then all of a sudden, it's about 8:30, the streets kind of calm down. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of nuns. They were dressed promiscuously. I can't even. He hit it out. Or was that other game? That's the other game.
That's okay. I was like,
son of a bitch. It's like,
didn't I just say don't pitch to him?
Oh, man. I mean, you can't. He's having a great World Series, too.
He is. He's hitting 500.
Yeah. All right, there we go. There we go. A little slap and pickle.
Okay, there you go.
But so anyways, all of a sudden there's 4 or 5 teenage nuns rolling up, just hanging out of every which way. Tyler goes, I got this. I go, don't do anything stupid. And so, he's sitting there, he hands out the candy and just a little stupid small talk. And
hola, ¿cómo estás?
But there was some characters. There were some interesting people. And we had a couple folks come over, friends of Lizzie that came over, and I convinced one to sit in a chair and scare the shit out of kids and stuff like that. And he was motionless. I gave him some gloves to put on. You couldn't tell, but he's sitting in the chair. You can see his legs and feet, but he's not moving.
Right.
He's just sitting there. And everybody, it hit everybody. It scared the shit out of adults, and kids were like walking like, oh my God. And we had the witch next to him. Well, she ain't got no legs.
Right.
Lieutenant Dan. She just has a
Dan
pole.
Witch.
But she jumps up if you, whatever. So shit, it'd be her, it'd be him, or something like that. And it was some like a combo, and they were losing their S. They were just absolutely losing it.
Yeah, I was telling you, I came across a house that we got to, and there's what looks like an animatronic. Just a headless guy standing there, and the arms just going nice and slow, not moving, not picking up speed or anything like that. And you look at it, and he doesn't have a head, and I'm looking at him, I was like, looks like a real person there, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just had this feeling. And the kiddos grabbing the candy is one of those where they set the bowl out on the table. And all of a sudden you just hear, Happy Halloween. I'm like, God damn.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't even leave the house anymore to go around. Because the kids are all older, right? I don't have to take them trick-or-treating. And there was this one year, I'm pretty sure it's the weirdo down the street. And he was dressed as Michael Myers. And he was just walking, because he walks very even keel, steady. And then he was stopping underneath all the street lights.
Yeah, you were telling me about this last week.
I was like, this dude's about to get shot. I was like, I go, hey, enough's enough, man.
There was a guy that I went to Walmart last night.
Melting in the house.
And there was a guy walking around with everything. Had the
Michael
really? Myers, yeah. Mask on and everything. And he's just walking around the store all nice and slow. And it's just like,
F that.
That guy.
What's
up, Melton?
Enough is enough.
We've had enough of your shenanigans, sir. Not you, Melton.
But all in all, it was a good night. It was fun. I had the TV. I brought the TV outside. I think someone had got so scared that they either spilt water or a drink or something on some lights, because I lost power like halfway through the night. And someone was like, they all thought, like I said, they thought it was kind of like a show. Oh, someone's coming. And I'm like, and then you see him. He gets up. He scares the shit out of half the neighborhood. And then, of course, I'm like, no, let me find out what's going on. So I narrowed it down to this corner over here. And so I was like, you know what? We can't have the lights going around anymore. Right. I was like, something's been compromised.
Billy Joe said, what do you call a tiny mother? A minimum. Mama.
Gosh.
Busby's in the house. What's up, Busby?
I actually got to catch the end of Mostly Football. I don't know. They didn't fire it up as the Dad podcast, but they fired it up as Mostly Football.
Mostly Football, because they were watching the Monday night game, right? Was it a Monday night?
They were talking about Halloween, and let me tell you something. I've never known 3 dudes that don't know shit about Halloween, like all in the same vicinity.
Like when you say Halloween, like the holiday or the movie?
The holiday.
Okay.
So they were going, I caught it towards the end where they're talking about, let me ask you a question, Alan, just out of nowhere. What do you think the number 1 Halloween movie of all time would be?
Halloween?
Oh my God. One of them said Leprechaun. Another one said Chucky. And I don't even remember what Dylan said. I'm sure it's equally as dumb. But it was not.
We're doing good, Melton. How about you, bro?
Melton's just hitting copy and paste left and right. Yeah, we got this comment, and then we got this comment. He's been hacked. He's been hacked. The salesman at the furniture store told me, this sofa will seat 5 people without any problems. I said, well, the hell am I going to find 5 people without any problems? Let's go Rangers. Absolutely, let's go Rangers. Oh, Jesus, that guy's getting tattooed over there. We got wrestling and
what's
baseball.
a Leprechaun? Okay.
Yeah, Leprechaun is not a Halloween movie. It's just a
scary movie.
It's a scary movie.
What you watch during...
I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I think when I was younger.
The first one, the original one, Jennifer Aniston's in.
I heard that.
Yeah.
That might be how I know it. I was like, hell, I found out Matthew McConaughey was in one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres the other day.
Okay.
I had no idea. Like the one from like 05 or 03 or something.
Zicam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down.
With Zicam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zicam in your local cold and flu aisle.
Fall. It means there's a crisp chill in the air. It's time to gather wood for the season's first fire, and the leaves are piling up outside. But along the coast of South Carolina, fall is kind of like summer, only cooler. Fires are simply for roasting oysters, and the only raking you might do is in a sand trap of one of our many challenging golf courses. Tap now to discover the joys of fall on the coast of South Carolina, or visit fallinsc.com.
It wasn't the one from 05 because I remember watching that one, so it must have been the one from like 98 or something like that.
Okay.
But
is that the one with Jessica Biel in it?
No, that's from 05.
Okay.
And that's a pretty good movie.
Because Jessica Biel's in it.
It's a pretty good movie. It scared. It almost killed me. Like I had a heart attack in there because it was so fucking
concerned about Jessica Biel. Like, don't die, baby.
Don't kill
die,
her.
baby.
Boy, it was raining really hard out there, and those things were just slapping around.
It was very juggy.
The 70s were so great. Like now I know why people like love the 70s and 60s so much, because you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted. You know what I mean? You did whatever you wanted, and it was, okay.
It was fine.
It was fine. Now you do some of that shit, and you're an asshole or a pervert. All right, come on now, Lo. Jonah Heim finally got his first hit of the World Series last night. Do you know what he hit?
A home run?
It was a homer.
Yeah,
there you go. They're getting out of there. So we're going to have a little pitching duel tonight. There's no hits, no runs, no errors right now between the Diamondbacks and the Rangers. They're heading to the bottom of the second. We will have the game on all night because we got to watch them. We got to watch. Got to.
Yeah.
So nothing eventful happened last night?
No, not really. It was just kind of low key.
Yeah. We had to yell at a couple kids. Because they were like, so I got that toy chest or whatever that goes, la, 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 and they come out or whatever. And they started pushing it. Lizzie goes, I go, yeah, don't push those. I was like, keep your hands to yourself, kids.
What my favorite costume I think I saw was, so there was a character that was introduced in Spider-Man.
I mean, it depends on who we're talking about. It depends on who we're talking about. I can find them attractive as well. What?
There's a different version of Spider-Man that's been introduced here lately.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was this last year, but it was a T-Rex Spider-Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
T-Rex Spider-Man.
So there's a T-Rex Spider-Man out there running around?
Yeah.
Nice.
And some kid was dressed as a T-Rex Spider-Man.
Funny.
Like, he had the inflatable T-Rex suit, the one that blows up. And, it was a Spider-Man one. I was like, all right.
That's funny.
I like that. Personally, I find those ladies from the 70s pretty. Yeah.
Some of them.
Why not?
I had a vending machine. We did have some dinosaurs. People were riding velociraptors. There were some fun ones out there. So it's like props to these kids. And we were towards the end, I was just handing out candy. I was like, here, take handfuls. Mm-hmm. And I still, like I said, I still had 2 bags left. There was a couple annoying ass kids. And I was like, hey, easy. Just calm down. Just calm down. And it was they were saying trick or trick or something like that. I'm like, this isn't the circus. I'm not dancing on a ball, and just take your candy and you could leave whenever you want. And the parent, look at the parent, you're not going to say anything to your goddamn kid?
No.
Dude, I'm smack your kid in the back of the head. I understand it. Listen, I know that Halloween is it's full on. You can't control yourself because you're so damn excited.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, man, if I'm acting crazy, my fucking dad would have just dropped my ass right there in front of everybody. Just
yeah, the kiddo was good last night. She was just kind of low key, just kind of
walking
around, getting candy and stuff. She didn't really. I mean, she dressed up, but we didn't go buy a costume. She has she wears a tail sometimes, a little clip-on tail, and she's got little gloves and stuff. And one of her friends made a little wolf mask, and she just kind of wore that.
Oh, hell, I thought when you were talking about that, I was thinking about Mario. Is it Tanuki? When he puts the bear costume on? Or
are you talking about Raccoon Mario?
Yeah. He's got a name Tanuki or something like that.
My parents... The parents following in golf carts is full-on Wall-E vibes.
We have a lot of folks that drive around and just they're right there next to their kids. In this neighborhood, there's not a lot of no golf cart activity. The other neighborhood, the one I used to live in, hell, we sold the golf cart. So we're we're definitely, that was, I remember driving around on Halloween and selling, people came over and go, I need the golf cart tonight, but we got to hang out with the neighbors. And I got to have a golf cart for Halloween. I'm like, well, come on by, I'll be here.
I got you.
Hey, bring that money, will you?
In my experience in our old neighborhood, there was a few parents that drove around like that, but they had big old boom box with it.
Oh, yeah.
And a cooler, and they were drinking and
Absolutely.
having a good time.
You definitely had parents walking around. There was like some people were complaining that not everybody participated this year. I'm like, go back to your own fucking neighborhood because you're not from here. I know you're not from this neighborhood. Go back to your own fucking neighborhood. And but the lady, that lived across the street, she had an open bar last year, and everybody remembers that shit.
But she moved, right?
She moved,
yeah.
And so now that's like they put candy out, but they didn't do. And of course, we weren't handing out shots this year because we were just too busy drinking. So got to run around there. But well, good. I'm glad everybody had a good, fun, safe Halloween with no issues. I thought it was a smash. Yeah. Wasn't a hit like always, but still 300 like. So Gail, where we did the review in front of their house, Gail and Doug, they ran out. He came down I was like, I know you should turn off your lights, bud.
What's up, Lizzie?
It's only like 8:30, bro. Whatever. He goes, we ran out of candy like 30 minutes ago. I go, y'all ran out of candy? He goes, we were giving away snacks, treats, Dr. Peppers, Pepsis, all kinds of shit. I goes, man, we went through everything. Ain't nothing left in my house. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that I've never heard that in the 8 or 9 years I've lived here. And I was like, shit, you could have just came here and asked for a bag. I got 400 pieces in one bag, another 350 in another, baby. I got plenty.
We just got one bag. I got like 130 pieces, and we still had some left because, again, we didn't have I was there for one kid who came by. Some parents brought their kid by, and a little kid, and I just gave him a whole handful, But
I tried to unload the last, a couple hundred pieces that I had in the bucket because the people that came over brought some as well. And I was like, hey, take the rest of the candy if you want. And they dumbing through. They're like, oh, I'll take this or I'll take. They didn't take. I was like, dude, me? That shit would have went in the bag,
right?
And I was like, I'm staying out here until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. The game's still on. I had the TV outside, and I'm like, in case there's some not everybody gets out, dude. Go ahead,
dude. The hanging out shots thing is new to me. I seen my cousins getting drunk off of one people handing out shots. When I would take my kids, it was just candy for them. I'm going to the wrong neighborhoods. Yeah.
I was handing out shots and beer last year, and then the neighbor across the street, like I said, full bar. And it was like, you can go make whatever drink you want. And she had all the mixers, all the liquors, and all that shit. And, of course, we had the beer, and then we had the Fireball shots. So, but, yeah, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about. I was hanging out because just in case kids, because their parents might work late. And so we had a couple, about 9 o'clock. And I was like, I'm still outside. And they were like, I was like, hey, I'm waving to people and shit as they're driving by, as long as they're being respectful or whatever. Yeah. Two of them hopped out of the car and go, man, y'all getting a late start, huh? He goes, yeah. I was like, here you go. I mean, they go, oh, my God. I was like,
come back next year, buddy.
I was like, happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
But yeah, no, like I said, it was a good time. There's the one house that we always go check out in the neighborhood we go to now that has their sunroom is set up as was it Honeydukes?
That's awesome.
From Harry Potter, and they got it all set up. They've even got out in the front. They've got a spot for you to take a picture. Like, have you seen this prisoner? And it's got the bars and stuff and all that. Yeah, so took a picture. The kiddo was like, let me get my picture up there, Dad. Nice. Just took her picture. And they always have they have the candy. Oh, there we go.
Gotta get him. Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
They got the candy for the kids, but then they also have some candy for the adults. It's like the candy that has the liquor in it.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
I was explaining bourbon balls to the kid today and the lady that worked at the front desk or whatever, because he picked up something, liquor with chocolate or something like that. Yeah. I go, you don't eat those. That's terrible. And he's like, really? She goes, yeah, there's liquor. And then I go, yeah, and it's terrible chocolate too. I was like, I'll get you some bourbon balls from Kentucky, buddy. You're gonna love them.
Yeah. We had a lady that I used to work with. She works in a different department now. I think she's actually downtown. But she makes rum cake.
Oh yeah.
But she makes the type of rum cake that you get a buzz off of.
Catch one?
Yeah, you catch one on it. Because she literally puts a bottle on each cake.
Oh, Jesus, too much.
And it's
too much.
I asked her one time, I was like, hey, how much rum are you putting in there? She goes, I just kind of go like this.
Yeah. Like some of those people, how they make drinks on the strip. You know what I mean? When no one's watching. Sitting there, where are you guys from? And they're like, oh, we're from Dallas or whatever. Like, oh, okay, how long y'all in town for? I mean, they're still going. I'm like, can I get a little bit of, a little splash of something in there? They go,
can I get some color added into that?
The ABV on these little bad boys is 8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Has 50 IBUs. We did a couple pre-show beers, and they were big ones. They were from Turning Point.
Turning Point.
Yeah, Turning Point out of Bedford. One of them was 12.5. The other one was 9.5. And we just took it easy because we went so hard on Monday, and it pretty much almost killed me on Tuesday. I was hating. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, I'm tired of this shit.
But we say that like every Tuesday after a Monday, right?
It's terrible. It's like, no, just need to, and I went ahead and ordered me some more liquid IVs and shit like that because that used to help me.
I've actually gotten to where like I'm having like liquid IV like every day.
Yeah.
Like
it's
just I like a little flavor, right? And it helps add a little flavor, and I get like the different ones, right? I got the immune one, and then I have the energy one as well.
Nice.
So if I wake up like on a Tuesday and I need a little bit of energy because I didn't get to the bed until about like almost 3 o'clock, right?
I mean 2 o'clock if you're listening, Lizzie, or 1 o'clock. I told her 1 this time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those 8.5 can be sneaky on you for sure. They'll sneak up on you.
Yeah.
These ones aren't just because they're a little boozy for an 8.5, right?
Yeah. Well, they're Scotch ales,
yeah.
so they give you the flavor of it, so you already know you're kind of getting in trouble. And so
it's more of a sipper.
Yeah. So I've been trying to take it easy, and I knew when I bought this 6, I was like, okay, we'll usually go through 2. Well, we already do like a beer review on like say multiple 6-packs or something like that. So we'll only be able to split, say 4 or 5 beers. And then we'll go and buy another, we'll have 2 that night. I'm like, nah, man, we need to start kind of focusing on the beer during the show. We have 1 beer or, 12-pack or something like that. Right. We also have Beermas coming up at the top of the hour.
Ooh, can't wait.
We're going to do our exchange.
Not exchange.
No. For the rally or whatever you want to call it.
For the draft.
Yeah, there you go.
Mountain Fork Sneaky Snake is a good Oklahoma beer.
I don't mind Mountain Fork. I like their brewery, too.
Did you bring some back from there?
Yeah,
before?
no.
Okay.
So when I went up there, I brought some back, and I think I don't know if this is the one that's up in Beaver Bend. Let me see, Mountain Fork. But obviously I go up there and hang out Broken Bow. So it is in Broken Bow. I've been to this brewery, and it's really fun. There's like 3 in town. So if you ever want to take a trip, you want to kind of go, you're out in the mountains, and there's a lake. I don't know, it's not even much of a mountain, but they got a cool lake. It's a cool place. You get a cabin. You usually got a hot tub and some cornhole and fire pits and shit like that. And so you're hanging out. You're having a good time. And if you go in the winter, it's cold. It's beautiful. You go in the summertime. It's awesome. You hit the lake. You have fun. Game rooms and ping pong and all kinds of shit. And so, but they do have breweries. They have like 3 breweries and I think a couple distilleries up that way. And you can really have fun as an adult. Tie one on and, hang out and enjoy yourself. So, but yeah, these beers, but I do like Mountain Fork Brewery. The only problem is this is what you run into with Oklahoma beers.
Low ABV.
Super low ABV. And the price does not reflect the ABV. Here, the price reflects the ABV.
Sometimes.
If you go and get like a 12%er, you could be buying quite a price.
Zycam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zycam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zycam in your local cold and flu aisle.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. A lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention 2 of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
Spicy beer.
There's some breweries here that are very proud of their beer.
Oh, yeah.
And they let you know by that price they charge you. Even I went to a brewery and I picked up some individual beers, and I was like, I'm going to get one of each of these. And they're like, all right, well, if you're breaking up a 4-pack, it's an extra 25 cents a beer. I'm like,
if you're breaking up a 4-pack, it's an extra 25 cents.
I was like, okay.
Oh, is McDonald's running this place? Yeah, give me some extra sauce. I'll take it. Whatever. Well, it's an extra 25 cents. I didn't ask how much it was.
Like
I said throw it in the bag.
I don't get that. Like,
you don't get money?
No, I get money, but like, why are you going to charge me extra? It's not like I'm breaking up the pack that you made, the beer that you made, right? It's not like, because like Hall's back in the day, right?
Yeah.
They would charge you if you pull the beer out of a 6-pack, because that's how they get the beers, right? They buy them like that, right?
Yeah.
And so you can just have one of any beer you get.
No shit.
But if you take it out of a 6-pack or a 4-pack or whatever, they're going to charge you a little extra for it.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Because you're breaking up now I don't know if they still do it, but this is how it used to be back in the day.
That's where I used to go to get my Brooklyn brewery, my Brooklyn lager.
That used to be like the only place in the area where you can buy it was there or World Market to get individual beers. This was back before, Total Wine was set up over there. So there really wasn't a place to get. That was the place to get individual beers. Mm-hmm. But they charged you. I want to say it was almost like an extra 50 cents or something like that, right?
I think I'm okay
Which
with
I
that.
was I was fine with it.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing a beer drinking competition with the Knob, where we were seeing who could drink the most different beers in a year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when they told me that, I was just like, huh. And I almost left, but I was like, I kind of want these beers.
I almost left. Who was it? Can you tell me?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I really want to know. I'll forget by later.
Ah.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. All right. So what the hell else are we? Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
So
that's
let's
a movie.
Real quick, we're going to talk. There was another, we've been watching some dumb movies, some good movies, things like that. And Lizzie said something. She's the one that mentioned Toxic Avenger. And I said, okay. She goes, it's weird. It's like the guy from Goonies, the deformed
a little
guy.
bit like Chunk.
Chuck. And we're like, okay. And she goes, yeah, it's
or
weird
not Chunk,
as shit.
But Chunk is
I don't know, Sloth.
There you go. That's it, yeah.
And I was like, really? That's a movie? She goes, yeah. I go, well, shit, I'll fire it up. So she left for that. She goes, I got to go over here. I go, all right, well, I'm going to sit here and watch Toxic Avenger. Because it said there's tons of nudity and gruesome scenes and all kinds of shit. Yeah. So it's not like scary. I was like, all right, well, I'll watch it. It looks dumb as shit.
And it is. It's 100%. And also, there's a lot of racist elements in it.
Oh, shit.
A ton of just elements. And it's crazy because, they're remaking this movie.
Yeah,
right?
It's 2023. That's when you pull it up. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out this year. Peter Dinklage is in it. Uh-huh. So I'm curious how that's going to go because you can't make it anything like the original was.
Of course not. No.
That's just not going to float. You've got this whole town that's the most toxic town in America, and that's on their sign. It's on their city sign.
Yeah, it's where they dump the toxic sludge
All
from
toxic
New York
waste,
City and shit. Real quick, The Toxic Avenger is a 1984 American superhero black comedy splatter film directed by Michael Hertz and Lloyd Kaufman, from the screenplay by Joe Ritter. Or is it Joe? Yeah, Joe Ritter. Based on a story by Kaufman, it is the first installment of the Toxic Avenger series. Once I heard that, I go, shit, there's 3 of these damn things, if not more at this point. That's insane.
There was a cartoon.
What?
It was the Toxic Crusaders.
So this movie essentially is, they're in this city. Everyone goes to this health club. There's a lot of, for it being like a second or third rate city, there's a lot of ass running around.
Everybody's there, and people are drinking and smoking at one point, you got guys doing sit-ups and handing the cigarette over to the other one, and when they get up and before the other one goes down, because they're taking turns, and it is insane, right? And
you got this goofball that's the janitor at this club, that he is the focal point of the story. He is the Toxic Avenger because, these bullies, end up chunking him or getting after him, and he runs and jumps out of a window, lands in some toxic sludge, becomes a Toxic Avenger.
And his voice changes to where he's got this cool, smooth voice now. There's no way to explain this movie.
I'll tell you one thing I didn't like was when they were running over people and shit like that. And it was they were going through the point system, which is very fucking crazy.
Very insane. Right?
But then once they actually run over a goddamn kid.
Yeah.
And it's like head and shit.
Well, they
everywhere.
hit him.
Yeah.
And the kid flips over the car and everything. They're like, yeah, I got full points. They're like, nope, you don't get full points. He's still moving.
Oh, God.
And he's like, still moving. I'll take care of that. And backs up over him and just.
I'm going to watch that movie on Thanksgiving. Oh, shit, probably not Thanksgiving. I'm going to the Cowboys game. But Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's going to be awful. But I like period pictures and shit like that.
Okay.
But anyways, go ahead.
You like movies about periods?
Periods. Bloody periods.
So bloody.
Like this one's going to be super bloody.
So bloody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just.
Oh, we just lost a viewer.
It's crazy.
And it's so long. It's not even that long of a movie. Like the movie itself is only, I thought I had it right here, 82 minutes.
Yeah.
But every scene is 5 minutes too long. Every fight scene is 10 minutes too long. This chick, this blind chick, they shoot her damn dog.
Right. They killed the blind chick, the seeing eye dog.
Uh-huh.
And then the one guy drops a line that said,
Are you going to say it? Don't say it.
longest 82 minutes of your life.
It was really long, and Lizzie is the reason that I watched this stupid movie, and she goes,
then you're the reason why I watched it.
I was like,
you were talking about it, and I said, I'll watch it.
She's like, it's so dumb. I was like, let me watch it.
It's literally, I told you, I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anything close. Like, so if you think there's a worse movie out there than that, I want to know what it is so we can watch it and judge. But
I'm gonna see if I can't find like the score on this or something.
It's right there.
No, that's the new one. That's from 2020.
Okay.
The other one already came out September 21st. It's already out, man.
No way.
Yeah, and that's the score for it. It's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah,
How did I miss it?
Bozo's ridiculous. But yeah, Sarah, she's the blind chick. It's like, oh my God.
Why do we have
that?
sound?
Lizzie, are you in the house? She turned on the TV. All right. So this dumbass movie is 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 3.3 out of Letterboxd. There's no way that they think this is worth a shit. 84% of Google users.
It opened at Fantastic Fest.
Oh my God.
The new one. So I don't know that you can see it anywhere else, but there is a dude, I'm looking here. Toxic Avenger 2, 3, and 4.
Oh shit, they went to 4?
4 came out in the year 2000.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna have to look these other ones up and catch the other ones for sure. What we got here? Whiskey's in the house. It's the monkey. Whiskey, what's up, Nutsacks? Dear Alan, please stop paying my uncle to bite his taint. It's weird, and it's all he talks about at the nursing home during pudding time. Well, he asked for it, and he has a nice taint.
That was on the TV. That was on like you got one of those Google Homes or Alexa Homes or whatever.
Lizzie said it's the monkey. She commented
that. It was. It's one of those ones where you can say, hey, Alexa, play this or do that or whatever, right. And it does. And it's like she's sitting there playing like the fucking ABC news. I'm like, what the F is going on? But yeah, we have a ghost in the house. There's also a monkey running around in here as well. But yeah, I don't know if I'll watch the second or third or fourth or any of those. I just can't. These movies are so dumb. I don't get like how someone passes this shit and like, you know what, we're going to do it. Like, who gave the green light on this? Because it's crazy. Like, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, they're all on. They're all on Prime. We can watch them on Prime.
Yeah. Yeah. 1989 is the second one. Jesus.
This is 2023.
Have you seen the class of Nukem High? They always lump this one in. So Nukem High or something like that.
Here's the animated series, Toxic Crusaders.
Okay. Weird.
I remember watching that as a kid.
I mean, the only reason you watch something like Lizzie is not here. She's the only reason you watch movies like this is for like the gratuitous nudity and stuff like that and the craziness or whatever. But
like
you're like, this movie was so dumb.
And the scene where like he's having sex,
he's still another
with
damn
her.
base.
Is that Carol again?
Yeah, again.
He's gotten on base twice. 2 stolen bases. That guy's trying to win this game.
Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, we're going to walk Martell at this point. There's no point. Or maybe he didn't steal a base. He, just walked. They got 2 on, no outs.
Yeah.
Here comes Mike Maddox, put his right hand on his shoulder and talk him down. Hey, buddy. I mean, this is 40 pitches. Not terrible, but you need a double play ball here for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can't. I don't think we can watch this one anywhere yet.
It's the 80s. That's all we had. Yeah. And that's how a lot of the movies were back then. It was like just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, just look at just any movie like from the 80s. There's tits in them.
Yeah.
You could see a set of tits in just about any movie from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
You didn't see him in the Goonies, did you? This
I don't
guy's
think
so
so.
old.
Like, I don't even know who that guy is.
It's like, bro, you're just old, bro. Just stop it. Take you and your skinny jeans and your little chain and go fuck back in there and catch the bus to,
the R-rated superstar Adam Copeland. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to check out the other ones. Just do it.
You're like, I'm in now. Now I got to watch.
Let's just do it.
So first 5 starts for Eovaldi, 5 walks. Tonight, 3 walks. Oof. Oh, buddy. Just one of those nights. And I think so. Going back to the World Series and looking at these two teams, the Diamondbacks, like, if you thought that the Rangers are going to walk right through the Diamondbacks, you either don't watch baseball or you don't know what the hell's going on, because the Diamondbacks are an explosive small ball
They're
team.
a good team, yeah.
Absolutely. They know how to get shit done. They know how to score runs. They're fast as shit. They hit good.
Adam Carroll's your NL MVP. Not MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. He leads the league in every measurable freaking category.
Yeah.
The guy's amazing. And they'll, like I said, they'll small ball the shit out of you.
Yep.
I mean, hell.
Zycam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zycam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zycam in your local cold and flu aisle.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. A lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention 2 of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
I think Evan Longoria is about to come up to the plate.
Who even knew that guy was still in the league?
God damn.
He had the biggest gap between World Series appearances. I think it was like 18 years.
Yeah, from the Marlins, it was Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Rays and now. So, yeah, holy shit. It's bonkers. I mean, you need a double play, so that's Christian Walker. I'd almost put Walker on at this point. His first appearance was a walk. I mean, Eovaldi don't walk nobody, but tonight he is just struggling.
He does.
He's struggling.
So, yeah, you got 2 on, 1 out.
Throwing everything in the dirt. He's something's up. Something's up. It's like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, he wasn't great his last start.
You can't be phenomenal
Diamondbacks took care of him last time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, like, heading into the series, like, you had to legit sit there and think about and worry, because Eovaldi and Montgomery have both been so great for such a long period of time. At some point in time, the bottom has to fall out.
Yeah.
Right? And I think you're kind of seeing that with Eovaldi here in the World Series. He didn't pitch awful in Game 1, but you lost.
They got after him.
Right, or in Game 2, that is.
Yeah, Game 2. Like right there, that would have been a perfect idea if you think about it. Like a hot shot to third base, Young catches it and just steps on third. That's what you want right here.
Oh, yeah.
Or that Carroll. You got Carroll on third. You got Marte on second. They both have giant leads. Both these guys are super fast. Eovaldi's already thrown 2 balls in the dirt. So, now you're like, shit.
Yeah, be careful. Don't you throw a third one in there and it gets away. Carroll's scoring.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, Toxic Avenger, guys, go check it out. What's up,
babe?
Lizzie?
Lizzie's here, if everybody was wondering. Yeah, Lizzie's
Now.
here. Now she's here. But yeah, no, at first I was like, she turned the TV on. She turned it loud as shit, too. But yeah, I was sitting there looking around like, and it's our house, shit like that happens all the time where you hear something, whatever, like, oh, fuck, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm going to bed.
That's it.
I'm not.
Don't rape me in my sleep, ghost.
He's fighting them off. So, all right, there you go. He got a 2-2 count on Walker. So, hopefully something else happened. All right.
We got a couple deaths to talk about.
Let's do that real quick because top of the hour here in about 5 minutes, we're going to do the Beermas, get the beers on the table, start talking about the pool of beers and stuff like that. And then I think there's one other thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to get out of here for the night.
Yeah, so last week we had Matthew Perry.
Buddy.
Which that one came out of nowhere, right? Drowning.
Yeah, he drowned in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Yep. Crazy, right?
Like...
So, the toxicology report hasn't come out yet or anything like that, but someone seems to think something he took and the temperature, and then he slipped.
Well, he's struggled with addiction, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely struggled with it. The painkillers, alcohol, just all kinds of stuff. He's someone who's kind of really struggled with things.
There we go. Let's get out of the inning, folks.
He's even talked about, like, there's a lot of his friends' years that he doesn't remember because he was just all hopped up on crap.
Yeah. I wasn't cheering that on, if you're wondering.
He
we're
was
watching the
so
Ranger.
excited about Matthew Perry being hopped up on painkillers.
We're watching the Ranger game.
He can't contain himself.
Yeah. No, I was like, I couldn't believe it. And of course, these alerts come over my phone or I see them on Twitter. And then so I'm like, I'm breaking it to Liz. I go, Matthew Perry just died. And, you know, she's a huge friend.
Huge Friends
friend nerd.
She's watching Friends. She watches Friends like every Wednesday, as far as I know.
Every night, actually, before we go. That's what she puts on before we go to bed. And so, like, you know, that shit's on. She goes, oh, my God, I can't believe he's gone. Like, yeah, it sucks. I don't know what to tell you. I just go right to sleep. I'm like, dude. But yeah, I was shocked. You know, I like Chandler Bing. You know, I liked him a lot. I liked his character, and you know there was a couple of the movies that he was good in. I think The Whole 9 Yards,
The Whole 9 Yards, and The Whole 10 Yards with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
good
and
movies.
Fools Rush In and shit. It's just
is that the one with Selma Hayek?
Oh
yeah. That's why we all watched that movie.
Fools Rush In. Yeah, when it's Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
If you somehow bag that, then yeah, no, I'm in love all of a sudden. Hey, I love you, baby.
Well, first of all, it shouldn't be called Fools Rush In, right? Because no fool is rushing in, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're a fool if you don't rush in.
Yeah.
That should be the name of the movie. Fools Don't Rush In. It's about Matthew Perry running away from Selma Hayek. How about that?
You idiot.
That's more fitting.
God. So yeah, I was like shocked as shit when I saw it, and like I said, I told Lizzie, and we're like sitting there, you know, trying to find out kind of what it is and what's going on, and you're like, all right, well, shit. And then a big hit tonight. Like right as like it was like 5 o'clock, Bobby Knight passed away.
I was sitting in the parking lot up here eating my Popeyes before I come over, and then I get the alert, and I'm like, "Holy hell!" At first, I got the alert from the ticket at first.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, and then I pull up the ticket, or I didn't pull it up. I was listening to the ticket, and they weren't talking about it, so I'm like, did they send out a bad alert?
Oh, no.
So I Google it, and then it didn't pop up first thing. Like, I had to scroll down a little bit, and then it was like Bobby Knight News. It's like Bobby Knight dies at the age of 83, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, buddy.
Yeah.
And then I think it was about like 10, 15 minutes after that before I got the ESPN alert.
Yeah.
I didn't get the ESPN alert till I was over here.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, I got it probably like 10 minutes before you got here. It was the ESPN alert, though. Yeah, I got the ESPN one.
Yeah, I got the ticket alert first.
I was like, holy shit. I go, Bobby Knight died. I was like, in my head, I just wanted him to throw one more chair.
In honor of Bobby Knight, at some point in time tonight, Rap Day is going to stand up and chunk that chair across the room. So
probably.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
You don't want to miss it.
This guy's still wrestling? Yeah, he's like, yeah, beat it, kid. It's like, that's how I was handling these little shits last night.
The kid in the...
Get out of my fucking yard.
A kid walking around wearing they call them A-shirts now.
A-frames?
Yeah.
They don't, well, yeah, they've always called them A-frames, but they don't call them they call them the other thing. They don't call them wife beaters anymore.
Yeah.
I was about to say little base knock. Perdomo comes up with a beautiful snag. It's short.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. They got a great defensive team as well.
They're just a great team.
They absolutely belong. They belong and deserve to be here.
That guy looked like he was taking a dump.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So, yeah, there you go. You're going to give your little stay hard?
Stay hard, Bob Knight and Matthew Perry.
Oh, God. There you go. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to pull out 6 beers each. Six night?
Six a week.
All right. So we're
for
going
the
to do
next
6
4
week.
weeks. And then on week 5, the last week in November, we will do our draft.
Okay.
So typically with Beermas, we do an exchange where we buy beers for each other. This year, we're doing a little bit different. We're doing a draft. So we're getting 6 beers every week that we're going to bring. We'll each bring.
I think we started this last year or the year before.
We did it 2 years ago with Francis.
Yeah, there you go.
But last year, we did an exchange because you had 3, so it was hard to do. And we did a draft every week then. We're going to bring them all out, and then we'll do the draft at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're not going to draft tonight or each week. We're going to draft at the end once we have 48 beers sitting here on the table.
Okay, nice.
And we'll each pick 24 beers that last week. So we're going to bust out and show each week. We'll show you the 6 that we each bring and go from there.
Okay, cool.
Do you have yours in here?
Yeah, I got them right here.
All right. You want to go first?
I don't care.
Or you want me to go first?
We both we go to Total Wine? Or was that Total Wine?
Total Wine, yeah.
Did you get a deal for putting in a 6-pack like that?
What do you mean?
Like I just put them in a bag. I didn't put them in a carrier like that. Do you get a deal if you put them in a carrier?
No,
like
Kroger. They have the deals hanging up.
Okay.
So.
Look, it even got a to and a from on there. I like that. I like that a lot.
They don't have these at your Total Wine?
Well, I didn't look. I was just wondering.
They're hanging up on the aisles.
I said I wondered if you got a deal
on it. Did you
I
get
know,
a
but
deal?
I'm just saying, like, they're hanging
All
up
right,
on
Jesus
clip
Christ. First up, what we got here, folks, is Texas Beer Company Farm Road Bill Pickett Porter.
Okay.
Yeah, a little porter. It's about that time of the year.
I did get, and we'll see if this is it. This one isn't it, but I'll show you once I get to it. I have a style of beer in here I've never heard of before.
Okay.
So I've heard of like part of it, but it's you'll hear. But first up, I got from Brewdog, Bushwood beer.
Oh, nice.
A crisp Pilsner. Hashtag Caddyshack.
Yeah, it's Caddyshack
You
beer.
got a little Caddyshack. You got the little gopher on there. So
Nice.
that's one of those where you see it and you get it.
Oh, there you go.
And I didn't know it was a Pilsner until right now.
Oh, Jesus. Did I pick this out? Oh, you know what? This is another porter. This is Four Corners Brewing Beer Drop. This is the Block Party Porter. And I hope you get this beer because you always, every time you're over here, we got to listen to a little party rock.
Because Party Rock is in the house tonight. I listen to that like almost every morning. I fire that song up. Like I wake up, I drag myself out of bed, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I'll pull up YouTube, and like the first video there is always Party Rock, and I'm just like, let's get this day started.
Let's get it going, man.
Next up, I have, and this is a style I haven't heard of from before. This is from Equal Parts Brewing.
Okay.
Called No Billboards. It's a Vermont style IPA.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of a Vermont style IPA.
That's
and the
probably New England style.
kind of the can's kind of cool.
Oh, that is trippy.
Yeah.
There you go. No
But yeah,
billboards.
this one's coming in at 7% alcohol by volume.
I probably should include
I
that.
haven't even heard of Equal Parts Brewing before either.
We've had a beer there.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you're lying to me.
Oh, okay. All right. We got Boulevard Unfiltered Wheat Beer, 4.4% alcohol by volume. It's a classic.
Nice.
And I know you love wheat beer, so I was like, yeah.
I do.
And we like Boulevard, so.
I do.
Yeah.
Next up from Brewdog, it's a Butte. Pecan and toffee stout.
I almost got
Little
that
Christmas
because I was like,
vacation.
well, but it's
7.5% alcohol by volume.
I figured it'd be our Christmas Eve beer, but I think we'll do the You'll Shoot Your Eye Out.
Yeah,
for Christmas
it's You'll
Eve.
Shoot Your Eye Out because we cracked that open as a Christmas story.
I think I'm going to get
Comes
that
up.
anyways. We got an Amber Lock from Texas Beer Company. I don't know why I picked two from there. I guess it's just local beers. But yeah, Pico's Amber beer. So I went porters and amber beers and things like this, seasonal type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got from
Spread a little Christmas cheer.
Prairie Artisan Ales, Krebs Brewing, Seasick Crocodile.
That one, I somehow got that, I think, last year or the year before. And I was like, it just sat there and sat. I was like, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We got a Beta.
Okay.
We got an ale brewed with Louisiana pecans. This is a pecan ale. Go nuts. What do you got? 5.2. And I was like, yeah, this Thanksgiving time beer, Christmas time. Everybody has a little pecan beer.
Pecan
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
It depends on, I don't know. It
Chris
depends on what I'm talking
Jericho's
about.
old as hell, too.
Yeah, those dudes are old.
Next up, I got from 903 Brewers, Munchberry.
Oh, nice.
Little Crunchberry style beer. This is a fruited ghost.
He's got a fucking bat in his hand.
Coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume.
I was showing Tyler all the 903 beers and stuff like that because they have the wildest ass beers. And so as you're sitting there, you're looking at them, it's like, holy shit. All right. And then this one is, the last but not least, I got us a big boy. We got Alaska Brewing Pilsner, a 4.8. Some of these are higher ABV, some are lower, but then I was like, you know what? You might need something, just a little palate cleanser.
And the last one I got from Real Ale Brewing Company, 3 on the Tree Lager.
Ooh, I like that.
Coming in at 4.8% alcohol by volume.
Do you know
awesome can.
Do you know what 3 on the tree is, what they're referring to?
No, tell me.
Well, it's
something with a truck racing?
Truck, and you have they call it 3 on the tree because that's where you shift the gears.
Okay.
It's
all
up
right.
here, like now, or hell, even back in the 80s, you shift it down to drive, but over there you go, you go up and move them up. Yeah.
But
3
yeah,
on the
so
tree.
there's our first 12 beers.
Oof, so many beers.
Look, I love Beermas. Like, I really look forward to it. It's the one time a year where we make it a point to drink a beer every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I don't know how you choose yours, but I'll always I'll number them and pull a number every day.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'll go through and I'll either number them or I'll write the names of the beers, right? I even had one year where I had the kiddo pick them.
Okay.
Are these from Specs or Total Wine and More? I got mine. We both got them at Total Wine, right?
I went Total Wine mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can find them at both. Yeah, I mean, if it's a decent Specs, you should be able to find them at both.
The problem with the Specs is they don't have a huge selection of individual beers
Single
you can
beers?
buy. Right.
Yeah.
They have a small selection of them. The biggest selection that we found here in our area is at Total Wine.
Yeah.
Where they have like an entire aisle dedicated to it. 2 sides, right?
Yeah.
You got on each side. On one side, you've got your traditional everyday beers, and then on the other side, they have all of the seasonal beers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we just kind of go through. Most of mine I got from the seasonal section, with the exception of the 903 Munchberries.
Oh.
That one was on the wasn't in the seasonal section.
And I've been going to Total Wine here recently anyways, just like picking up cigars and things like that. I'll go into the humidor and things like that. So
that's what I had to do too.
I grab the smokes and, I get them while I'm there. And it's like, okay, fine. Now, like I said, if you find a good bottle shop somewhere else, like even local craft beer place, we got one here. They do singles as well. It's Lone Star Beverage.
Yep.
And they actually have some cigars there, just not the ones I smoke. So I'm like, I don't need I smoke the cheap shit.
A lot of times I'll get my individual beers. I'll go to Kroger and get them because it's like $10 for a 6-pack, right? $10-11. I think it might be $10.99. I think
just kicked it up like last year or whatever, where it's an extra $1. But hell, you'll go and like yank out some from packs and stuff like that. Make your own 6-pack.
Oh, they got all the Martin House beers sitting over there, and they got the 4-packs that are typically like, I don't know, like $16 for a 4-pack, and I just pop one off and throw in the 6-pack. I'm not the only one who does it, okay?
No, I've seen it. I've seen it. It is a nice thing. So, like a couple of years ago, I was like just going over there and grabbing them from there because there's a pretty good selection. You're talking one glass window, and you're talking probably, I don't know, 30 different beers, if not more.
Decent selection.
And you can get them there. It's like
every once in a while I'll come in there and like someone will have they'll have the box ones, right? They're special limited edition where there's 2 in a box. Mm-hmm. And there's been a couple times where I've gone over there and someone's already popped open the box and grabbed one. So there's just one there and I'm like, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you're ridiculous. That's just
it's already open.
I hear you.
I'm not going to go and open the box, but if someone already opened it and the open box is sitting in the open section, I'm in.
They finally got. Oh, no, that's not even Carol. That's Thomas. I go. They finally got Carol out. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. November is wild. December's crazy. That's usually why we kind of start rolling into a little dry January. And we'll do that this month. Just going to be a less. It's
just going to be just during the show. Yeah. Just during the show, we're going to do it, not the entire month. Yeah. So we will still do maybe like some pre-show beers and that, some Monday specials and things like that. But like the main show during January, we'll do some NAs because we got a lot of local breweries that really like lean into the NA. Mm-hmm. Community's got they won out the Great American Beer Competition, right? Mm-hmm. They won gold medal for one of theirs. And there's several other breweries in the area that kind of adapt it. Like we don't do sober October. We just do it the once a year. We do the.
Yeah. I think we're going to lean a little bit into it again this year. I think from last year I was like, man, every morning you kind of woke up and like, man, I feel great. It's like, and oh boy, that's a great base hit right there. A little flare to right field.
Yeah, a little double.
Yeah. Oh. Boy, look at that arm. Jankowski has a great arm too. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to do that a little bit heavier again this year and just kind of, see how I feel and whatnot. But yeah, no, there's plenty of non-alcoholic beers out there to have. Athletic, there's nationwide beers and stuff like that. We went through a ton of them
Sam
last year.
Adams has a couple now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot. Mm-hmm. You can get like the Guinness. You can get the Heineken, the Corona. There's a ton of them out there, but I think we might lean a little bit more towards some of the local breweries that are going to do it this year. Mm-hmm. Just to kind of last year we caught a bunch of crap.
Well, just from one prick
about doing it.
Yeah.
There was more than one. There was a few, but we're like, dude, we're buying them from local breweries.
You guys shouldn't be promoting this. I go, why are you fucking telling me what to promote? Why don't you just leave us alone?
We're still supporting breweries.
Yeah. It's like, maybe you don't know.
It's not like we went and got a 12-pack of Dasani water, okay?
We're drinking Dasani water.
Like,
yeah, I was like, why don't you just shut your fucking mouth and leave me alone? Like, how about that? Have you tried that?
I got an idea. Get out of my face.
Yeah, leave, you prick.
I will say, so I picked up from Brutal. They have Savage 21.
Okay.
And it's called a hard water.
All right. All right.
And I grabbed it, and I was going to drink it the other day. I'm like, oh, here's a new seltzer. And I'm looking at it, and I see it, and it says non-alcoholic. So it's just like a canned water from Brutal.
You guys are wasting so much resources on this.
Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they added like some flavor to it or something like that. But I've just it's just been kind of sitting there now. I'm like,
Jesus. God.
I don't know if I want to drink this right now. I'm kind of in the mood to get a little tipsy up in here.
I don't want. Damn, this guy's just kicking everybody's ass. He's like flying off top rope and shit like that. What do we got to finish off tonight here? Because we're in the bottom of the fourth inning right now. 2 on, 2 out, or 1 on, 2 outs. 2-2 count now. 3-2. 0-0 Texas.
NFL stuff you want to talk? We haven't talked about the NFL at all. Kirk Cousins is done for the year.
We can talk about that.
And the Vikings traded for Josh Dobbs. Which, I'm going to tell you what.
Let's do NFL.
Josh Dobbs ain't going to be bad on the Vikings.
Not terrible. He's got amazing weapons now. Oh, no. He goes, I'm going to plead my case. You know, I got it. Well, let's see the replay real quick. Perdomo just got rung up on, he's watching balls. He thought he was at, that's a strike.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a strike. Yeah. You know, let me tell you something. Real quick.
Doesn't Garcia look like he's got like the shoulders of someone who does steroids?
Oh, bro, he's huge. He's huge.
That was funny. Like after that, you get these Astros fans out there talking about, hey, someone needs to go ahead and drug test him because his shoulders are that of people who use steroids. Yeah. Really? People who use steroids have specific shoulders. Like
maybe he just works out. You guys should hit the fucking gym. How about that? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, don't even talk about it. Like, seriously, don't talk about anything, you bunch of cheaters. Like, there's nothing. The only thing worse than the Houston Astros are the Houston Astros fucking fans. They are the most annoying people on earth. Like,
I don't know. I went to the Astrodome before. Is the Astrodome? Is that no Minute Maid Park?
Minute Maid Park.
And I found the people there quite friendly.
Maybe it's the ones that don't live in Houston anymore. They live here. And so they like annoy the shit out of you at the games because it's the only time they have to watch.
They were all quite friendly as I was there in my Detroit Tigers gear.
Yeah. Well, they probably didn't think you were a threat. You ain't winning nothing.
Hey, we won that day, motherfucker.
Yeah, like they didn't think you were a problem.
I went there on Justin Verlander bobblehead night. He had the K counter Justin Verlander bobblehead.
Oh, there you go.
And got that, and it was fun because I got back to the hotel.
Yeah, they didn't care because they already won. They had him. They got him and Kate up tops.
Get back to the hotel, and one guy was there. He was like, man, I think because we were still waiting for our room. Like there was something messed up with our room, so like we went to the game, come back,
credit card didn't go through.
Still waiting. No,
just keep swiping it, man. Just keep swiping it.
I guess they had like one like housekeeper or something like that, so they're waiting on all the rooms to get cleaned up and stuff. And so we're sitting there in the little hotel, the bar area. The guy's like, "Hey, man, can I buy that bobblehead off you?" I was like, "No."
I traveled all the way down here to get this.
This is literally. I came here because it was Justin Verlander bobblehead night.
Yeah.
Right? And he looked at my case. He's like, do you want to sell yours? I go, do you want to sell yours? And she looks at me. She goes, do I have to? I go, no. You tell him no.
It's America.
Like,
sell him no.
She's like, no, I don't want to. He's like, I'll give you $80 for it.
$80.
$80.
Oh, that shit would have been going home with him. $80 would have been with me.
And I was just like, nah, I'm good. She looks at me. She goes, should I sell it? I go, it's your choice. You know, it's yours. Do what you want to.
What'd she do here?
She kept it.
Oh, she got $80.
She kept it.
$80 to like a child, man, is like
a
millionaire.
This was, she must have been like 12 at the time, right?
Oh, it's the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, remember? Did you ever like find like $20 on the ground once? Like it was being a kid. You thought you hit the fucking lottery,
dude. I did, and I spent it all that day.
Yeah, I was like, when I go, what's that store? It's not the. It's like. The one Spencer's. You go to Spencer's. I spent every fucking dollar.
I was in elementary school. I think I was in like the 5th grade, and it was a day when like we were going around doing some shopping on like a Saturday, and I was walking in the parking lot, and I think we were at like a Big Lots parking lot or something like that.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
And I'm walking by, and I see something like, what's that? I go over there and I grab it. I'm like, holy crap! My mom's like, what? I go, I just found $20. She's like, really? I was like, yeah.
She's like, we just found $20.
Nope, I didn't.
Like,
I spent all that.
It's going towards electricity.
Dude, $20 back then was a lot. Yeah. I bought
especially at Big Lots.
I bought so much. Oh, I didn't just buy stuff at Big Lots. I bought stuff at Kmart. I bought stuff at Meijer. Like, it was one of those days where like we were doing a bunch of shopping. I was walking out of every store, just
had shit in your hand,
big dick swinging, just like.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, NFL had some crazy injuries this week, crazy trades. The trade deadline was on Halloween.
Yesterday, yeah.
Josh McDaniels got let go from the...
Zicam knows that when you live life to the fullest, you never want to let a cold slow you down. With Zicam's cold shortening products, you can actually shorten colds when taken at the first sign. And with the winter chill in the air, you need the #1 cold shortening brand to help shorten a cold when taken at the first sign this season. Because you should never let a cold stop you from missing out on your favorite moments of the season. Find Zicam in your local cold and flu aisle.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. You know, a lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention two of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
The Las
Late
Vegas
last
Raiders.
Night.
Yeah,
I'm lying in bed and I get the ESPN alert and I'm like,
he's sitting there trick-or-treating with his kids and gets fired. It's like, son of a bitch.
Huh, because I was laying in bed when it happened, and it's late, and I knew there wasn't any, like, all of my, because I'll get ESPN alerts for all the Detroit teams. The Pistons, the Red Wings, the Tigers. I don't get them for the Lions because I'm watching the Lions games, so I turn them off for the Lions games.
This fucking guy. This guy, were they bringing, it's like old people. Just bring out the chicks, man.
It's still early.
Bring out the ones, what the hell's that one with the black hair? She's all, is it Riley something? It's Riley something.
Sounds like, she sounds like Bea Riley.
Man.
Yeah.
This guy squeezed back into that singlet.
Barely. Got nips showing. It's cold in there, too.
I was saying, that's the biggest nipples I've ever seen in my life.
Got those eraser nipples. But yeah, so I get that alert, and the only thing I can think of is someone died, right?
Yeah.
You get a late night ESPN alert,
yeah.
Unless your team's playing over on like the West Coast or something. But again, my teams are already done for the night, and I knew that. So I roll over to look at it, and I go, Josh McDaniels gets fired. I go, huh. A couple years late on that one. I mean, I think he's only been a coach for a year and a half now, but
you got that
pretty
warning
late.
track power. Yeah, I mean, they're still paying Gruden. Now they're paying this asshat. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Not great. Now, there was a couple teams that actually made some good moves. Chase Young is now on the San Francisco 49ers, which was an amazing pickup.
Third round pick, but they're not going to be able to re-sign him, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're going to be stuck in so much salary cap hell because they've been paying so many people that I don't. It's a rental, right?
I was at the bar drinking. There we go. That's what's up, man. Cheers to you.
I was at the bar.
Cheers to old
yes,
school.
I was drinking. Well, you said you're at the bar. Who goes to the bar and not drinks?
Exactly. He goes, of course I was drinking. Well, fuck, I didn't think. What else were you doing out there? Just motorboating a bunch of bitches?
Maybe both.
You old sailor, you.
But yeah, I got that alert, and I was just like,
No, they're going for it this year, next year, or the next 2 years, and then the Philly picked up
the Bears traded for Sweat, which I was kind of surprised about that because the Bears really aren't any good. And so to trade for Sweat, which is a good addition to your defense, but the problem is your whole offensive side of the ball sucks. So,
I mean, they got Bajent there right now, and they're not doing it. I mean, he's not that great, right? He's only had like 2 starts. What's his name? The kid, Justin Fields, he's still just hurt.
Just trash.
And it's like, you sit there and look at all this. You know what, though? So, Niners made a move. Philly made a move to pick up a safety. They didn't even need to pick up a safety.
They made a couple moves.
But the big one's the all-pro safety they signed.
I was a little disappointed in my Lions. Like, they didn't try to get Sweat.
Did they do anything?
Oh, they traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones, wide receiver.
Oh.
Which we could use. I'm okay with that. Peoples-Jones has shown the last couple of years to be a pretty decent wide receiver.
Yeah, but you've already got enough receivers.
With subpar, well, I mean, Jameson Williams hasn't done much. He's been kind of disappointing. He's had a decent amount of drops.
Reynolds is good, though.
Or I like Reynolds. I like Cleve Raymond. I think both of those guys are good, but I think Peoples-Jones is, I think he's a little bit better, right?
I don't think it's something you needed. I think you need maybe just
I was really
lockdown corner.
We could have used another corner, but C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, what a catch!
Oh.
What a freaking catch by Gurriel.
He just kind of threw the glove up there and said, nah, bro.
Shit. And this damn ballpark is so big.
It's so deep out there in the middle.
God, dog. He
waved him off.
He's like, I got it, bro.
No, he had it. It kind of, watching it live, it looked like he just kind of threw it up there.
Yeah.
But that was also because he was kind of like sticking his hand up to let the guy know I got it. But yeah, he had that easy.
Tracking.
I was kind of hoping we'd do something like to get Hutchinson some help. But we also got like some guys that have been banged up that are starting to get healthy and starting to come back. We're still winning games. I mean, we're 6-2 right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are almost. Is it officially the worst division? Like you guys are like, because now is there any team other than y'all above 500?
Vikings are 4-4.
So they are 500, not above 500. Yeah, and they're not going. They're not going higher because they just lost their star quarterback.
You did, but like, again, I don't think Josh Dobbs is that bad. Like
he's not Kirk Cousins, bro.
No, he's not Kirk Cousins, but
he's serviceable though.
He's done good on a shitty team.
Yeah, he's about to have some talent around
He's
him.
won some games that he shouldn't have won. He has a trash offensive line.
He beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, pounded the Cowboys, right?
Speaking of that, who didn't make moves? The fucking Dallas Cowboys.
No, yeah.
Like they think they're just fine. Everything's fine.
Apparently, they reached out to Tennessee about trading for Derrick Henry,
Ooh.
and they wanted Deuce Vaughn and a pick.
Oh yeah.
And apparently, the Cowboys just said nah. So this guy that you don't play at all.
So the 5'2" guy that you want that we don't play,
which you played him in the preseason, and dude looked good.
Looked great.
Now, again, you're doing it in preseason,
yeah.
But he did do it against some starters and things like that, but still preseason. But
you won't trade him for a 6'5" guy that has been the rushing champion before.
You won't trade him for Derrick Henry. What is going on here?
Why is Lizzo on the screen?
This is not what I signed up for. First of all, her record's just trash. She's 17-12, okay?
What is it called? What did they say on Blue Moon? Affirmative action strikes again.
Like
this bitch ain't won nothing since the millennium. Look, he got these half-ass claps. Yeah,
the one guy sitting there against that. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, we're watching AEW on TBS.
This lady, I remember her.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah,
she's spunky. Hikaru Shida,
14-2. Yeah, she's got something.
She's gonna lose. She'll lose. They'll figure it.
I was drinking a brew and thinking of you, then I got in my car riding shotgun. There you go.
Oh, there you are.
Appreciate you riding shotgun there, old school.
I think there's nothing better than being driven home by your wife or a random stranger. I think that's fun, too.
Uber driver or just some random person you met in the bar that said, I'm good. You want me to take you home? You say, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. You spin the wheel and play some games, man. The world is your oyster, you know?
There's one time where I was with a knob back when we lived together. And we were both at the bar just pouring one on, right?
Tying one on.
Yeah, just trashed.
Don't worry, my brother doesn't know phrases either.
And then the knob met some chick while he was there.
You want to shake my hand? I'm going to eat you.
And he was like, yeah, man, no, she's going to take us home. She's sober. She hasn't been drinking. And I'm like, are you sure?
You're going to end up in a cellar.
He goes, yeah, no, we're good. And I'm like, okay. We get in the car.
What the hell?
I was like,
oh, God.
What the fuck is going on, dude? We ain't going to make it home.
Is she driving crazy?
Dude, she was driving crazy as fuck.
So she's like the chick from 40 Version?
Yes.
That guy, fucker,
she
came out of nowhere.
French toast.
Oh, man, I goes for some fucking French toast.
What do they do?
I don't know.
They keep patting each other on the chest and then brushing the dirt off their shoulder. This is weird.
I don't like this fixed match between Lizzo
and that guy. There was a guy I just saw there in the background who was just, you saw him.
Easy, fella. Come on.
He had the leg propped up and he's just sitting there like this.
Yeah, like this is the dumbest shit. I didn't sign up for this. Yeah, these Kentucky boys are not ready for this stupid shit. They wanted the other chicks.
They want those chicks with the dicks that put theirs to shame. That's what they want.
Jonah Heim getting a little piece of a little something, a little flair.
It looks like he closed his eyes there.
Yeah. Please, God, let me hit this ball.
Dear God, I wish I was a bird so I could fly far, far away.
This isn't even freaking real at this point.
Old school. My wife is driving, and I'm trying to awe her with awesome ideas to take her mind off having to drive us.
I only say this. So I every time I see a dude being driven around by another woman,
you assume he's drunk, right?
Well, that or he's like mentally not capable of being able to operate a motor vehicle. Because I'm like, otherwise, there's no reason I'm ever in that passenger seat. I'm either incapacitated or I'm dying, and she's taking me to the hospital. Like, please let him live.
On occasion, like the missus, she really likes her car, and typically if we go somewhere, we're in her Durango, which is a really nice car, and she just like, do you mind if I drive? I'm like, I don't care. Whatever.
I never do that. No,
I'm just sit there on my phone. But it's like we're just going to like the grocery store or something, right?
There's never a time that I relinquish
if we
command.
ever go like on like a trip or something like that, no, I'm driving the whole way. Like that's just
no. I give up driving during that though. Like
Yeah,
a road trip, like that's like 12 hours. You know, I'll generally go for like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours or whatever. Then she'll take over. I can't sleep the whole time because it felt like she's running over like out of the fucking like into the mountains and shit. Oh, what do we got? The ref checking on her. Are you okay?
Yeah, but no, I won't. Like on trips, I do all the driving. But like, we got to go run to Kroger real quick. And she's like, "Do you mind if I drive?" No, go for it. Whatever, I don't care.
Hell no.
Although there's a decent amount of those times where like we're making like kind of like that late night Kroger trip, where I've had a few.
Oh, if you're drunk, you're drunk.
Yeah,
like I said, incapacitated.
But
that's what it means.
There are sometimes I'm sober and she just wants to drive her car. And I'm like, that's whatever.
She's laughing hard now, and I'm getting excited watching her from this perspective. Yeah, have fun, buddy. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being driven home. Like I said, it's when you're incapacitated, you've had too much to drink, and you're like, hey, you know what? Go ahead and drive, this or that. Either I'm drunk or I'm sick.
Even if
that's
you
the only time in the passenger
if
seat.
you've had like, there's been a few times where I've just had a couple, and you want to drive and you haven't been drinking, that's fine.
Yeah, like I said,
whatever.
Incapacitated or I'm sick. There's only two ways you're going to get me in the passenger seat. Just because, I'm going to drive her around. That's what I do. Her car, my car, the other car, the third car, the truck. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. What do we got? We're going to finish off tonight. What do we got? Well, that's it. We'll see you, folks.
Big gulps, huh?
Yep.
Well, see you later. Travis Kelce's on the screen.
I'm tired of Travis Kelce.
He's catching a little bit of flack because they just lost to the Broncos.
Dude.
Because nobody, and I mean nobody, beats the Denver Broncos 17 times in a row, buddy. All right?
You knew it was going to come around when they mentioned it. I go, fuck, they're losing tonight.
But like Kelsey's catching crap because Friday night he was out at the Rangers game.
Yeah,
he was here in Arlington at Game 1 of the World Series, and it's Friday night before a game on a Sunday, and they're like, "Oh, he should be focused. What's he going to be doing at night?" Now I get it. Yeah, he's got to fly and all that, right?
I'm sitting there just studying film. No, dude, we're living our lives, bro. Shut up.
Like, and okay, yeah, Kelce had a bad game, but. You know what? Pat Mahomes had a bad game.
Yeah, he was
sick. And if Pat Mahomes isn't getting you the ball...
You probably know the feeling. Sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.
There's nothing you can do about it, right?
Yeah, I would say this, and it's the whole thing with the Chiefs right now. If
they're just
Mahomes,
off right now.
If Mahomes is not 100%. Then the game is not going to go as you think it's going to go. They can get beat by anybody. And, it's already been shown, like week 1, right? Who'd they lose to? The fucking Lions.
Which is a good fucking team.
No,
so go fuck yourself.
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
And you lost
fuck you, buddy.
They lost to the Lions, which is the same as the Broncos.
No,
but
it's not.
It also shows, like, if you don't have Travis Kelce, then you can't, like, Pat Mahomes can't win without Travis Kelce. He cannot win without Travis Kelce. And then if you're off by, if he's just sick, he's got like the flu. I think he had the flu. Is it the flu? Or Mahomes? Mahomes had like the flu or some shit.
Sick or something.
So he was on IVs all night. he can't win if he's not 100%. He doesn't have the receiving core, right? Their defense is not that great. Chris Jones is a good defensive player. And
their defense is actually better than it's been here lately.
They finally got around to it. But, yeah, so week 1, they didn't have Chris Jones. So now they got him, but they're stifling the teams and trying. But, shit, if you don't have these key components, you can't fucking win. I'm like, dude, this team is like just – it's not what it was. And you're right. It's like a half click off.
They're off.
They're off 100%. By this much.
And like old school's agreed with me. He was like, yeah, no, there's definitely something wrong with them this year. But it's also like you've gotten by for so long off of, a lot of times by Mahomes just straight talent, right?
Lucky throws, the referees. How many games have been decided by a goddamn officiating crew?
Let me tell you. Like the whole Lions game, their freaking
offsides or false starts.
Their offensive lineman was lined up wrong every time and was holding Hutchinson on almost every fucking play.
Yeah, and a false start. He had a half-second start on every fucking play.
On every single, and they never they called it like once in like the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter with like 5 or 6 minutes.
When they're
left,
like, okay, look, we've given it to you all game, and you haven't gotten your shit under control.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're gonna call you now, right?
Yeah.
But it was just one of those where like I'm watching the game and I'm like, this guy is moving early every damn time.
She's gonna kill this chick. Oh God.
Well, she doesn't have a katana blade. Look, see, she just laughed.
Oh, she's gonna do it now.
Boom.
Big tree fall hard.
Yeah. But
she
yeah,
damn near got assless chaps. They're just on the side, like the back of her ass is hanging out. Those eyelashes almost came off. That was the biggest struggle I think for this whole match was to keep those eyelashes on. But yeah, no, for like right now, all right, so like if you want to look and see like the winners and losers, we're essentially halfway through the fantasy season, right?
Week 9 in
the
NFL.
Week 9 right now.
Week 9.
Is it making you sad?
Cletus, I showed up for this. Showed up for what? You're a cat. This is better than what you were doing. Like
you're licking your ass?
Yeah. Guess what? You can still lick your ass and listen to us. But the defense is the difference in a year where it seems the league has shifted towards more defense.
Yeah, but even improving your defense doesn't mean it's a good defense. Like, no one sits there and thinks like the Chiefs' defense is like good. Like, no one does. It's better, it's better this year.
I quite enjoy it. As would anybody who could lick their own ass. Like,
Did you watch What We Do in the Shadows where they brought in the circus guy and he can
suck his own.
Yeah, and that's it. It's over in like 15 seconds. I lasted longer than I usually do.
Yeah.
It's the guy that played that weirdo. Was it Mad TV? It was Mad TV, right? With
Look What I Can Do.
It was like the Smiley Kid or something.
The kid who would jump around. Look what I can do.
Yeah, something like that. It's him, right?
Yeah. Was it him? Okay.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. But yeah. Oh, is she taking it off? I'm pretty pissed about your waiver wire BS, Allen. What do you mean?
Did you sneak a quarterback?
I took Will Levis. I'm sorry my waiver wire priority was higher than yours. I don't control it.
Go get Aiden McConnell.
Yeah.
No one's got him.
Go get O'Connell.
He's got to be available.
He's now the starter for the Raiders. Now you got another quarterback.
It's called sucking it up, dude. Like, seriously.
You drafted 2 quarterbacks and one got hurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I drafted 2 quarterbacks. One got hurt for a while.
Ah, shit.
I fought through it, and now he's healthy.
Come on, Thor.
Now Kirk Cousins isn't going to get healthy, but
nah, he's done. There you go.
Yeah, go pick up O'Connell. Or hey, you want to trade me for Levis? I'll trade you for Levis. But don't come at me with that BS that you sent me. You sent me Jamar Gibbs for Joe Burrow after Burrow scored 90 points. I'm like, no.
Ooh, that's a great trade in a normal league.
In a normal league, but not in a 2-quarterback league. Your team sucks. My team's going to be better than yours at the end of the season because you didn't prepare properly. Suck it, Trebek.
You didn't prepare. You should have had 2 cigars and 18 beers. You would have been perfect.
You want my whole roster? I looked at your roster, and your roster sucks.
I got Bajent. I'll trade your Bajent for somebody. Send Jamar Gibbs over. Jameer Gibbs.
I was actually going to.
Oh, she got her. There you go.
I was actually going to. Oh, wait. The 17-2 girl beat the 17-12 girl?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I think you said that
wrong. Like, how does a 17-12? No, one's 17-2 and one's like 17-12.
They both are 17 winners.
Yeah. How does a girl who has 12 losses get a chance at the belt? I'm just saying. Weird. I'm kicking your ass. Huh. For now.
Is it going on now?
No. Like, he's talking about, like, overall in the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're like, shake hands. No one shakes hands with their left hand.
Left-handed people.
No, left-handed people don't even do that stupid shit.
I don't know, man.
All right, Lizzo, we'll see you. You know what's crazy? She's probably like 180 pounds less than Lizzo.
I was going to say, that's like half a Lizzo.
She's like 180. All right, now we're getting down to the business.
Diet Lizzo.
We're getting down to business here. It's the only reason this shit's on right now.
Yeah. Oh, Tony Storm. Thank you. Yeah. The guy who's like, "Oh, I'm kicking your ass," is the same guy who was like, "Oh, I quit playing fantasy football."
Yeah, when I saw that,
because I wasn't able to.
Shit! She just got a knee to the fucking face.
I wasn't able to get a quarterback. I couldn't get what I wanted, so I'm just going to quit.
Right. Oh my god! When I saw that, I go, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" They just
trading just isn't really possible without anything to play for.
Oh, we're not playing. I mean, are we playing for something?
Playing for something. You're going to win something if you win.
Yeah. I mean, old school won a $70 can crusher. I think did I say $100 this year? 100 to the winner?
Possibly.
I think it's $100 to the winner. Winner take all.
$100 in WNBA tickets. So that means you're covered for like the next 5 years.
You're going to be season ticket holder, so you don't
next
even fucking
5
know
years.
It. Oh, Jesus. Someone else showed up.
Who's she? Whoa.
I don't know.
Who is she?
I don't know what's going on.
Hola. What is going on here?
Oh, is she a witch?
I like witches.
Oh, here comes Mike Madison again. We got bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Hey,
the Diamondbacks
buddy.
are just...
It's not going well.
Oh, who the hell is this?
I don't know. Is that Leah Remini?
I don't know who that is.
The chick from King of Queens.
Oh, okay. She's awesome. Oh, there's going to be a sucker punch here in a second.
What I don't understand was this. Oh, well, I definitely quit. Yeah, no, we know you quit. You made a whole post about
Did
it.
she spit in her face? Oh,
you had a whole post like, oh, I quit. I didn't get what I wanted. Because of waiver priorities. Well, I say my waiver priority up. I didn't use it.
Yeah. I'm having to do that in the other league, the Beard Laws League, like Survivor League.
Yeah.
I'm like, I keep burning priority on this and that, and like, shit, I need to hold on because like I could have actually got like a better.
I spit in your general direction.
Oh God, calm down.
You're so angry.
Yeah, chill out, dude. The Rangers are playing. Bases loaded. Evaldi's on the bump. You got one witch spitting in the other witch's face over here.
Yeah.
You got a license.
You got Lizzo, Leah Remini, and is that Boy George?
Yeah. There's something going on. I don't know what the hell. We've been waiting all night for this.
And Marilyn Monroe took a knee to the face.
Dude, she got fucking clocked.
From some samurai.
Like, clocked.
I
was like, I've seen this video
I'm
before.
waiting for wheelchair guy, neck brace guy to show back up.
Don't watch this video. You'll be let down. There we go.
Oh,
Got
get
out of
the
inning.
out.
Yeah!
So we head into the 6th inning.
Yes.
0-0.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
You done?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. It looks like you guys are just doing some good drugs. I mean, a little Scottish ale.
Yeah.
Scottish style ale.
Again, we're having Founders Brewing Scotch style ale. This is Dirty Bastard. It's rich caramel notes, malty sweetness. You're talking 8.5% alcohol by volume and 50 IBUs. How are you liking it there, Alan?
I'm wishing they would have partnered up with ODB with this beer. And it was Old Dirty Bastard beer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 100% in on that. We can't see what you're seeing. We're talking about AEW on TBS.
Yeah, go check it out. You got the internet or was it
TV?
Yeah, you got a TV
with cable on it. The Turner Broadcasting Station.
Give me your final thoughts on this.
I enjoy it. This is a beer that I'm pretty sure I've had before. They've changed the bottle and stuff. I think they used to have like a creepy looking guy on the front of it, and they've gone away from that, which I think is about. There's neck brace guy.
Yeah, he's always there.
And there's got giraffe guy with neck brace guy. I definitely enjoy this. I'm a huge fan of Founders Brewing. They're up there in Michigan. One of my favorite breweries. There's several great breweries out of Michigan that we have beers from all the time. Founders is one of them. They have a lot of really damn good beers, and I'm thinking about just leaving here and just driving up to Founders.
Yeah, you should.
To sample some beers.
Big thumbs up for me as well. It's a perfect sipper, and that's what we were kind of looking for tonight. Something to just enjoy. It's cold outside. We're getting to the fall time. It's November 1st. It's time to chill. Enjoy some more bodied beers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something that's got a little bit more body.
Like, we might need to start a fire in the podcast room at some point in time as we're drinking some of these heavier beers and things like that. Rangers getting hit through 5. Yeesh. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
You can thank the Fort Worth Star Telegram for already talking about planning the parade.
Yeah. Fucking losers.
So you guys are going to lose like 3 straight. So you got that going for you, which is nice. But we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. If you want a little After Dark action, make sure you're subscribed to the Patreon. Get in for $3 a month, and your first month is on me. After you sign up, I'll send you a message asking how I can pay you back, and you can get your $3 back and enjoy some extra content. But as always, I'm Alan.
Rapper Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces. Thank you for listening to Strikeout Beer.
You probably know the feeling. Sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.